What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Simulation for the Nation and welcome back to the West Coast. As you can see, we are still sitting in our new 6170 John Deere. We're finishing off the last little bit of spraying here over on the kind of the south side of River Rock Farm up on the hill. We're just spraying off some spring barley here. This is going to be the pre-establishment or pre-emergence herbicides. So this is just really applying an additional layer of nutrients, phosphorus, nitrogen, really just to give the plant a little bit more of a boost when it's in this important stage of growth. As you can see here, we're all but finished. We've just got a few little ends to tidy up, and then we're going to head back down to. We're going to be done here. We don't quite have enough left in the tank at the moment to go on to any other fields, and the rest of the fields we have, we're not quite ready to be sprayed anyway. So we're going to finish up here. We're going to head back over to Little Woolhope. Well, we've got a few more little tasks to do. Today's going to be a bit more of like an odd job day, really. At the moment, at least, it looks like we're going to be just filling up and tidying up a few loose ends. We're kind of in that period now where we're as long as we get all the spraying done and in the books, then we're kind of just waiting for some good growing weather, really, at the moment. Just let everything kick on a little bit. We've got some grassland that we need to really focus our attention on, make sure that starts to grow properly, and then we can get ourselves ready for the impending harvest. So as I say here, we've pretty much got most of the land sprayed up now, for at least it's pre-emergent, so we'll see how that pans out over the next month or so. Then we'll probably come back in again, depending upon weeds and if we need to put any weed control in there, but we should be looking okay on that front. Right now, I do believe we're probably going to go back through Little Woolhope. I think it's going to be a little bit quicker. As you can see, we've got a few fields at the top there that we're on the northeast of Little Woolhope that we've got to do. There's one field up there. Everything else is pretty much done, apart from we've got field 62 is actually soybeans, just recently drilled, so they're not quite ready to have any fertilizer sprayed down there. And then 86 down by the yard is the same as well, so that's going to need another week or so, I would suggest, before we get in there with the drill. So yeah, we're going to look to get a move on here, and like I say, we're probably going to go via Little Woolhope just to keep off the main roads. Take it nice and steady along these back roads here. As you can see, the grass is starting to grow on the roadsides here. Everything's starting to slowly turn, so it's looking good. We would like to see that continue and get maybe a few more days of rain, actually, in the not too distant future, just to allow for a good kick on, and then some nice dry weather after that, just to really give us the best growing conditions. But we don't always get what we ask for, really. So I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you've had a fantastic Christmas and are looking forward to a wonderful New Year. I hope you're enjoying your holidays, whatever you're getting up to. Do let me know down below if you have been taking this time to get in some farming simulator time. Additionally, as well, let me know if you've joined season 2 of Gold Rush as well. Let me know how that's coming along if you have done. There will be some more content coming out in the next few days on there. And also, thank you very much for all the positive feedback with relations to the Dusty Cove series, the classic farming series we've ventured into. It's something a little bit different, quite close to my heart as well, so it's certainly going to be very enjoyable to continue with that, so do keep an eye out for that in the not too distant future. But yeah, it's strange to think that 2017 is nearly over and we're already looking straight down the barrel of 2018. It's quite something. Come past this I think this is an old pig farm here, actually, on the left. It was once in a while. Not much happening there these days. So far the John Deere new 6170R here has been performing very well with the spray. A little bit concerned when the spray is full. There's a lot of weight to it. It does tend to want to control the tractor. I might have to buy a new front weight just to stick on there, just to provide me with a little bit more grip and stability. That's one of the issues I've experienced, certainly. That would be something we might look into in the coming days and weeks, but not right now. It's handling itself. You just got to be a little bit careful, keep your wits about you, really. And that's through the village. All the fields on the right hand side here have all been sprayed off, with the exception of one at the very north end. But everything has been done so far, so we've made some good ground. Like I said, it's very easy to cover such good ground when you've got a 36 meter sprayer. Really does allow for a great capacity. Okay, we're just going to swing into our entrance here, nice and wide. The transmission on the 6170, the Vario transmission, is fantastic. It's not called the Vario transmission, but it kind of works in a similar way. It's got a very smooth transition through its gears. It's a very, very nice machine to drive. I really do recommend it. It's going to be great for us as well. It's going to be doing a lot of road work with us in the coming few months over harvest there. So it's going to be a great acquisition and addition to our fleets in that respect. A little bit more efficient as well than the 7530 we traded in. Just gonna, I think we'll just stick it into here for now. Don't think we're gonna have to use it anytime soon, so we'll just park her up out of the way. Keep it out of trouble. So what we're going to go and do now, we're actually going to head back to where we came from in the Fent, pick up that seed trailer, which just needs to be kept out of the field and put back under a shed. We might just go and leave that over at River Rock Farm for now. So what I think we're going to do, I'm actually experiencing a few frame rate issues with the Fent here. I'm going to just drive on down, pick up the trailer, see how it performs. Alright, so we've made it. A few issues are still ongoing here actually with the frame rate. We need to look into that. It does break the immersion a bit, but that's just something we need to look into. We're just going to swing it around and pick up this trailer. And then, yeah, like I said, we're just going to drop this off down at River Rock Farm. Just keep it out of the way of the field, really, so no one fancies coming and pick up a new trailer for themselves. Go. It's going to be quite a weight, this, so I think. There's a lot of, still got about 14.5 ton on board. Okay. Not sure quite what's happening with the Fent, but it's just being a little bit sticky. I don't know if it's the new update that's caused this, but I might have to have a look into it. See if there's an update for the Fent as well, which might be causing the issue. Do let me know down below if you've had any or experienced any of these issues as well, and we'll take a look at it. For once, the road seems to be quiet. Oh, it's not quiet. Just jinxed myself. Get away from this car. Perfect. So I do like having these seed trailers. I have two of these trailers with the augers on, one for seed, one for bulk fertilizer, which are great really when you're just out in the field with a lot of acreage to cover. It really does save having to keep coming backwards and forwards to the yard to fill up. And it makes it very easy refilling as well, it really, really does. And they do hold like 15 tons is an awful lot, or 20 tons I think this one holds all in, which is an awful lot to hold for a seed trailer. Keeps the veg stand going for a long time, let's put it that way. Although it might be a little bit heavy on this hill. Come on! Got 300 horsepower here, thereabouts. Get up the hill. So as you can tell, we are using the more realistic mods, hence the reason why any slight incline really kills a majority of engines here. I should really pay more attention. The one problem I do have with the more realistic mod is it does not control descent very well. Particularly when you're working in a field. I'm not sure how they would be able to adapt that, but there's a real sticking point with the more realistic side of things at the moment. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to park this Fent up here. I'm actually going to get someone to come pick me up. I just want to leave the Fent here until I figure out what's going on with the frame rate issue. So I'm going to get Jamie to come pick me up here. Just have a quick check to make sure the sheep have got everything they need. And they're looking okay. Got a couple of bales waiting for them. Okay guys, so we're back at the yard here. We're just going to drop the sprayer off the back of the John Deere here. The reason we're going to do this, I've had a phone call from my distributor who I sell my straw pellets to. And he's requested that we get a few more pallets sent over to him. Now I don't know if I have many at the straw facility, but I know there's enough probably for the best part of a trailer load. I think it's about 10 or so. So we're going to just drop the sprayer off here in the yard, and then we'll head on over with the John Deere, pick up the trailer that's there already, and then we can run a load down there. I was going to jump in and do a bit of plowing now, but that can wait. There's no real immediate rush to get that done. So we're just going to drop the sprayer off. Hit the shed there. Probably just need to straighten up a little bit, and we'll get that dropped off. That's better. Perfect. So like I say, we're going to drop this off here, and then we're going to drive on over to the straw facility. Now we've already done a lot of driving already, so I probably won't keep you on board to do that, but I might just keep it there and speed it up and have a little time lapse of the drive over. And then we'll catch you over by the straw facility. Okie dokie guys, that was a little bit of a quick drive, not my best driving, but I was a little distracted. But we're here, we've got a few bales, a few pallets of pellets, always a tongue twister, out in the yard ready to go. We're just going to hook up to this trailer, and then we'll get everything loaded up here and get ourselves up and away. This trailer is kind of a bit pushed into the corner. I don't know how that's quite happened, but we'll hopefully be able to get it hooked up from here anyway. By the magic of manual attach. There we go. So we're going to pull this out of the shed, we'll get it straightened up here, and then we'll have a look-see, bring the Kramer loader out, and then we'll get everything loaded up here. Alright, so what I would say is, guys, the one thing I don't like about the straw DLC is the handling of pallets. So to avoid any swearing and cursing on this family-friendly channel, I'm going to get on with this off screen, and I'll come back to you when we're strapping everything up and getting out of here. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. Nice and neat. Everything is strapped down here. We're ready to get a Buster Groove out of the yard. Now, my distributor is actually located down by Frontier Ag. We're on the grounds of Frontier Ag, which is way down the bottom there. So we've got a little bit of a drive, kind of packed down where we've just come from. But we're going to head on over. It shouldn't take us too long. The roads aren't particularly busy. Everything's strapped down here and it's all linked in, so we shouldn't have any issues with that. Nice even load actually. So yeah, we've got it on there. We've got about 9 pallets on there. It's a little bit further off than what I thought we had, but I should just probably shut these doors first before we go any further. Get everything locked back up. We've got about another. I think it's about another half a dozen or 8 bales of straw in the shed there, which we're going to process through this week. That'll keep us kind of going, keep the demand satisfied, and then we can get ourselves updated when we start to harvest. We'll bring in a whole load of new straw, where this John Deere is really going to come into its own, because it's going to be doing a lot of road work with the bale chaser, be carting a lot of grain to and from the store back to some of our depot, to our grain stores on the farm. So it's really going to be coming into its own then. It might do a little bit of light cultivation work, but primarily it will be stuck onto the trailer work really. So swinging out here, took a bit of a gamble. Need to gamble once in a while. And away we go. So we're going to head down through Riverton-on-Sea. And then we'll cut straight through there, straight back up past River Rock Farm. And it's only kind of, once we get up that hill there, it's only a couple of minutes further south, so it shouldn't take us too long to get there at all. It's quite nice that we've actually got these out of the way, because I don't like keeping money tied up in stock, really. I like to have as limited amount of stock as possible, so it's nice that we kind of clear our decks. At the same time though, you want to make sure that you don't kind of overstretch and kind of struggle to make your demand, really. So we're kind of finding the right balance at the moment. Okay guys, so we've made it through Riverton-on-Sea there. Got a little bit sticky, but we pushed through. We are not too far away now, to be honest. We're going to just drop this load off, and then, like I say, we might head up and just jump back onto the plough, see if we can finish that field up behind the farm over at Little Wool Hope today. Shouldn't take too long. The road's nice and quiet at the moment. I guess everyone's I don't know where everyone is at the moment. Everyone must still be at work or on holiday somewhere, but there's not a lot of traffic on the roads. Although there's a few little hills coming here where this tractor might start to slow down, and we'll get a nice little tail behind us. So do let me know down below there, guys, if you are enjoying the West Coast still, if there's anything else you'd like to see on the West Coast as we progress. We are currently still pushing ahead, like I say, with the our preparations for harvest. Let me know what you're up to here. I know everyone's kind of at different points of the calendar year, really. So let me know how you're finding it and what you're getting up to. I always do like to keep abreast of how everyone's finding this. And then like I say, we will be trying to bring in a new schedule very shortly, and a few more uploads. What I would love though from you guys is if you could let me know again down below if you would like me to upload the actual schedule, so you guys can kind of see how and where we'll be uploading and what we'll be uploading on certain days. If that's something you would enjoy, please do let me know down below. Like I say, that'd be much appreciated. Alright, the final drag up the hill here shouldn't take us too much longer. I've got a couple of cars hanging on behind me now. They're going to have to bear with me for a few more minutes. I haven't got anywhere else to pull over here. So it really is fantastic that there's a distributor or someone, a contact who will distribute for me just so close, kind of by my operation. It really was a huge factor in the decision when we were drawing up the business plan, really, just to see if it was at all viable. So I'm really, really pleased that it is. I'm going to swing into the yard here, make sure we go in through the right entrance. That could be disastrous. They don't like it when you mess up the system. So we're just going to drop these pallets off at the very bottom here, just next to this curtain cider trailer. We'll get in. And this is a quick reverse round, plenty of space here. Into the drop-off zone. Alright. There they all go, if by magic, disappearing off my trailer. So I believe for each of these pallets at the moment, it's in the region of about £4,000, which is fantastic money. Now I could be way off. I haven't got the HUD in here, so I can't really see. But do let me know if that's a completely farcical feat. But now we're all good. We're going to head on back up. I'm going to spare you the drive back up there. We've been doing a lot of driving today, so I'm going to scoot on back up to Little Wool Hope, and then we will catch you there, where we're going to have a look at the ploughing and see how we're getting on. Okay, so guys, we made it back. Nice gentle drive up there. We're just going to park this John Deere here for now. Turn my beacons off. Make sure everything's looking good. Does need a bit of a wash, that tractor. We might get around to that sooner rather than later, but look at those blue skies as well. What a glorious day. So, we have been, as I've mentioned quite a few times, we have been working in this backfield here. The tractor and plow is parked over in the corner here, so we're going to jump on in and we're going to just continue, see if we can get this all finished up this afternoon. We also do have some grassland through here that we should probably look into putting some nitrogen onto shortly. Good field of hay there, but we'll come around to that. But yeah, for now we're just going to jump back into 7724. I really do love this tractor. It's a phenomenal tractor to plow with. It really does bust the plow in the back here. So we'll get that lifted up, and then we're going to head on over. We'll just have a quick look at it. It's been nice and dry recently, so the land up here is quite sandy anywhere on this hill, so it does plow over very, very easily. It's kind of boys land really, for want of a better phrase. So we'll have a look at that anyway. There's also the new texture here that we should just have a look into as well. Bullet Bills put his new texture in, which looks fantastic, must be said. So as you can see, I've got around, there's a lot of telegraph poles in this field, which is quite a little bit annoying. A lot more added work. As you can see, there's a few places where there's a bit of trash sticking up still. I didn't quite turn it over, but apart from that, the land itself plows over very well. Plow texture is looking very nice there. At this stage, guys, what I am going to do is leave you here as I just jump back into the plow and finish it up myself. I would like to say thank you very much for watching as always. Please do remember to comment down below if you have enjoyed this, or if you have any questions or feedback. Smash that like button if you have enjoyed it, or hit that thumbs down button if you have not. And don't forget, if you haven't already, then do please subscribe to the channel for more from me, Simulation for the Nation. Thank you very much for watching as always. You've been fantastic. Until next time, enjoy what you're doing, stay safe, but most importantly, happy farming.